Yeah. It could definitely be difficult. How much emotional stuff do you have to work through as a dietitian with
Um,
people? Like
it
how much of people's weight loss journeys involves emotions?
Some people it's a lot, and some people it's like, just give me the data. So I'll have some patients that they're very data driven, that they're like, give me some calorie goals, give me some macronutrient goals, other things like that. Give me, let's set some different goals here. And they're just driven by the numbers. But I have other people. Here's one of my cats here. Hey, buddy. But I
Yeah.
have other people that it is so much more about the behavior and, what is going on. And they're really affected by like stress, and things like that, that could be impacting their food choices versus like the actual knowledge. Okay, here we go.
Right.
So, in those type of cases, like even before COVID, like, and I feel like this is coming up more and more, but even before COVID, when they'd poll people, it would look like about 60 to 70% of people would identify as what we would call emotional eaters, which I kind of like hate to say that, like emotional eating, because it sounds like a little dramatic, but it's like, if you're triggered to eat when you're bored, when you're stressed out, when you're upset, when you're, it could even be you're happy, you're celebrating, if you're triggered to eat for a non-food reason, that could, that's something that we kind of like, I'll say we need to kind of pull that thread there and find out what's going on. And I was saying earlier with COVID, I feel like over the last year and a half, I've seen that kind of increasing, where people have, are saying to me, why do I need a snack every, hour? When I was working in my office, that wouldn't be the case. Or, why do I find myself in front of the cabinets just looking for something and I don't even think I'm hungry? And I think it has to do a lot with like just coping with, different things that's going on. And the food can really be a comfort and, like a go-to kind of coping skill sometimes. So that's when I'll work with people on like, how can we create some non-food coping skills? Or if there are certain behaviors that they find that they're having, like what are we going to do to change this behavior, change this habit, when it's not just about the knowledge.
Yeah. I'm definitely a bored eater. For sure. If I'm bored, I'm like,
Oh yeah, a
look
lot
in
of
the
people
fridge for
are.
nothing. I'm like, wow, I
There's
just ate like an hour ago.
mhm. That's like, well, mindful eating, that's a whole nother kind of practice of being, mindful and checking in with ourselves, checking with our satiety levels, our hunger levels, putting the fork down during the meal, really tasting the food, but that, like they say, like that mindless eating, that sometimes it's the snacking or, it happens really easily.